Well, good morning there. It's another day and another adventure. Today, unfortunately, not so much of a fun one. Last week, I started having some problems with my Nissan Xterra. Mainly at highway speeds, as I'm driving, I'm getting like a bit of a hum coming from the wheels or like the suspension. And it happens anytime that the wheel is straight, or if I turn slightly to the left, I'm getting like a hum on this thing. If I turn to the right, it completely stops. So I did some research online, and from what I typed in as the symptoms, most people are saying that it could potentially be a wheel bearing, which isn't really something that you want to have fail on you, because it pretty much holds your whole operation together, and if that fails, you're in pretty deep trouble. So this morning I am driving the Nissan out to my mechanic so they can kind of take a look at it and diagnose it and hopefully figure out what's wrong. I'm hoping that it's something simple like an alignment or something cheap, because I was looking at the prices of wheel bearings and it's not pretty, but I don't even know what that is. So we'll see what happens here, and hopefully it doesn't cost me a whole lot of money. I really can't complain about this vehicle at all. I've owned it since, I think it was October 2010, so I've had it for about 3.5 years, and I really haven't put much money into it at all. The only thing that I did was last, I think it was December, I put a new timing belt on it. It's got 108,000 miles on it. They expect you to do that by 100, so I did that. And other than that, the vehicle's been great. I bought it at 60,000, put a lot of miles on it. I do drive this quite a bit every day to work. And it's been a great vehicle, so I can't really complain about having to put a little money into it here and there, but anytime you do have to make a repair, it kind of sucks. On top of that, the vehicle's paid for and I own it outright, so I really don't want to have to do anything to replace it. I'd rather just put some money into it here and there. I know it's, you know, as time goes by, older vehicles start nickel and diming you, but it's better than having a car payment every single month, and I really don't like being in debt, so I'd much rather just put some money into something I own than borrow from a bank to make payments on another vehicle. That's just not something I'm a big fan of. I thought I'd flip this around here so maybe you could hear the humming sounds coming from it. I'm not really quite at the speed to hear it though, and I was just thinking like, man, I hope this wheel bearing doesn't fail. If it failed on this road's just crap. I'd be go careening down off the side here, which would not be cool, but hopefully someone would upload this video for me. Here's a bit of a turn up here. Let me see if I can record it. There you go. Hear it? I don't know if you can hear it or not. Here's my favorite part about coming to town. Get to go through this little tunnel here, which is pretty cool. If anybody's into tunnels, there you go. We're here. Yikes, looks like they're a little busy. I'm gonna have fun trying to park this beast. Let's see if I can get a spot around here somewhere. Holy cow. Guess I'm gonna have to double park somebody. Well, that's all finished up. We went for a ride with the mechanic. They're really good there. They're so busy, but they always take the time to help people out that are kind of in need or walk-ins, so I really appreciate that. And we went for a ride. He confirmed that it was in fact the wheel bearing, so you know, that's what I thought it was. And he said they're really not that expensive. I guess there's like 4 of them. They replace both sides when they do the repair, and I think his wife actually has a Nissan Xterra, and she's had pretty much everything that's happening with mine happen to hers, and he said they were like $30 a piece, so I'm looking at $120. He said those were the cheap ones though, so I don't know if they're going to use those on mine, hopefully not, but the labor is going to be killer. So the labor is 3 hours, and their labor rate's $65 an hour, so that's $195 for labor, plus $120, so I'm probably looking like $350 after taxes and everything. And then he also said that if your brakes are bad, it's the time to replace them because the labor is free, and I think the brakes are probably going to add like another $120 on there. So I'm probably looking at like $500 for this, which really freaking sucks. But I just realized I did that whole segment without explaining why I'm walking or where I'm going. You're probably like, where is he walking to? Is he walking home? No, I'm actually walking over to Cody's Graham's house. She is going to let me borrow her car for the time being. They're going to hopefully get me fixed up either today or tomorrow with the Nissan. So I'm going to borrow her car and drive that back to the house, and then drive it back when it's all done, since she's not going anywhere today. So that's where I'm going. So hopefully that explains it. I made it. We're at Nan's. Okay, just finished up at Nan's. She gave me the keys. See you, Nan. And we're out here, and here's Nan's beautiful car that adjusts. This is an Oldsmobile. What a lovely vehicle, and she's nice enough to allow me to borrow this. So let's get heading out. There's my baby. Hope they get her fixed up. I'm gonna head back home and hopefully they can get my vehicle all fixed up for me. I don't know if it's gonna be today or tomorrow, but Nan was gracious enough to allow me to borrow her car for the time being, and it's a really beautiful car. I love this car. It's a cream puff, 60,000 miles. That's amazing. Mine has, geez, almost twice that on it. This ride's really nice. I'm kind of like being low to the ground like this. I'm usually up high in my Nissan, so this is a nice experience. So we'll head home and hopefully wait for a phone call today. Well, it's the next day, and I changed my mind on the whole Nissan thing. I decided I wasn't going to get it fixed. I decided that I was going to go out and make a bit of an upgrade, and what you see behind me here, this is what I bought. This is my brand new Audi. Well, it's not brand new, but new to me. I thought I'd take you on a quick tour of it here. As you can see, it's an Audi TT Quattro. Beautiful looking car. I'll take you around the back. It's got the nice little spoiler up here. It is spotless. Really nothing wrong with it at all. Coming around, you can see the nice rims down here. I think these might be aftermarket. I mean, they're a little bit darker. They kind of like the gray look to them. Mello's loving our new car. She's probably never going to ride in it, but she likes it. Inside, it's very clean. I don't know if you can see in there or not, but it's nice and clean. It is just a very nice ride and a very nice upgrade for me. I think this will work out really well for me around here. Did you guys really think that I bought this car? I wish this was April Fool's, because I would have had you so good. This is actually Autumn's car. She's a friend of ours, and her and Cody are out of state right now, so she parked her car here. And I thought, what a great opportunity to trick you guys into thinking that I ponied up some cash for an Audi. Nope. I am going to pick up the Nissan here in a couple hours. So, gonna have the same old car. Wish this was mine, but it's not. Maybe someday, but I'm gonna be picking the Nissan up, and I'll let you know the damage here. I just got home from picking the Nissan up, and it was an expensive repair, that's for sure. The good news is they didn't have to put any brakes on. The bad news is the cost is what I thought that they would cost with the brakes and everything included, so that is not cool. $554. I'll take you down through this stuff here. You got the wheel bearings. You can see the total cost of those. There's 4 of them total, and they were like, I guess like $140. Then inner races, grease seals, shop supplies, outer races. I don't even know what these races are. I mean, they could put anything on here, honestly, but you see how that adds up. And then we move over here. You go over to they cleaned my front brakes and lubricated them. That was $25. And then the labor is where they get you. That was 3.75 hours for a total of $243.75. So once you come back down here, you take the labor to $243.75 along with the parts, which are $254, and then sublet. I'm not sure what that is exactly. I guess that's probably the cleaning of the brakes. And then you add the sales tax, you come up with $554.12. So yeah, not very cool. This takes me to $1,500 in the last 6 months with the timing belt and everything that I did. I made a video on that. I'll link to it in the description. I think it was called Car Repairs Suck. And this maybe should be Car Repairs Suck too, because now I'm at $1,500 in 6 months. Hopefully that should be it. I mean, knock on wood, there shouldn't be anything more that I really need to do to this vehicle. I'm hoping to be able to drive it for the next couple years without any major issues. Maybe tires will be the next thing, and I know that's pricey. But as I said before, it beats having a car payment. So thanks for watching this somewhat random video. I'll have another one up here soon.